Maha Cartoon TV.
U-Turn Part 2.
Rahul, help me! Rahul, please help me! Save me! Save me!
Like daily, Prabhu was going to his office. After dropping his wife to office, he reached his office. Today, he again got late to office. His friend Vinod asked him,
Hey Prabhu, you again got late today?
Yes, bro. I can't sleep properly in the night. That's why I got late. I even have to drop my wife to her office.
Hey, then why don't you consult a doctor?
Bro, he will unnecessarily give me thousands of medicines that I don't want to take.
So bro, you will continue coming late to office?
I'll think about it, bro. For now, I'm already troubled by daily arguments with my wife.
What happened?
Nothing much, bro. The daughter has to be sent abroad. She is sitting on her demand. No matter how much we both earn, but we will not be able to bear the expenses of the child's abroad education.
So bro, talk to your wife about it.
She's not listening to me, man. She's even asking me to take a loan.
If you can afford it, then go for it, bro. It's about your daughter's future.
Let's see what has to be done.
everyone got busy in their work. It was 10 o'clock in the night. Prabhu, Vinod and Rishi were all alone while working in the office. Looking at the time, Vinod asked everyone to leave. To which Prabhu replied and said,
What to do after going home? At least I'm saved from daily quarrels at home.
But this doesn't mean that you will spend the whole night like this. And also the company is not going to pay you extra for this. Go home, not for the sake of your wife, but for your daughter. She must be waiting for you.
Come on, I'll drop you guys and then I'll go home.
Yes, it's a good idea.
Around 11 o'clock in the night, all three left in the car. It was raining very hard. Lightning was loud. In the meantime, Vinod said,
Do one thing. Pull over and let's eat something.
Prabhu turned his car towards the dhaba. After reaching there, all three ate fiercely. And about 1 o'clock, they left. After traveling some distance ahead, Prabhu saw something.
What this lady is doing here at this time?
No idea, bro.
Should I ask her for any help?
Give it a try. Maybe she needs some help.
Prabhu stopped his car near her. After sliding his window, he asked,
If you don't mind, can I drop you somewhere?
The already terrified Seema was now more frightened.
No thanks. I will go by myself.
Look, the weather is very bad. It can rain again anytime. Don't you be afraid. Wherever you say, we will drop you there.
Okay. Drop me on the main road. From there I will go by myself.
Okay, please sit.
Seema was sitting in the car when her big bag collided with the car and opened and fell on the ground. Rishi, Prabhu and Vinod were stunned to see the things that came out of it. The bundles of notes were coming out one by one. Seema panicked and started filling the bag with money again. All three of them still couldn't believe the sight in front of them. Seeing the bag that was full of money, greed came in the mind of Prabhu. Vinod and Rishi also couldn't control themselves on seeing so much money. So panicked Seema said,
Hey, look, I will go by myself. Thank you.
Saying this, Seema started running from there in a hurry. All three could not stop the greed that was on their head. Taking the initiative, Rishi said,
Are you thinking the same thing that I am thinking?
Brother, if we got this amount, then the ticket to live comfortably for life would be in our hands.
So, what to do now?
Follow that girl.
Surrounding Seema from all sides, Rishi and Prabhu caught her, while Vinod snatched the bag of money from Seema. Rishi and Prabhu forcibly take Seema towards the car.
Hey, listen, please leave me. See, if you want money, you can keep it. But please leave me.
Despite Seema's repeated request, no one left her. After putting Seema in the car, Rishi started driving the car very fast. Seema started shouting loudly to save herself.
Help! Is somebody there to help? Please, help me! Help!
To silence Seema, Vinod and Prabhu shut her mouth so that Seema's voice could not come out. Yet Seema kept trying to save herself. Prabhu and Vinod were not able to handle Seema. After which, to scare her, Prabhu strangled her with her stall.
Hey, keep quiet. Keep quiet, otherwise I'll kill you right here.
Hey, enough now. Now leave her.
She was being so smart. Now she will get to know.
Hey, leave her. She understood. Now leave her. Why? Why she is not saying anything?
What happened? What have you done to her?
She died.
Hearing this, all three of them got nervous.
Hey, what have you done?
Guys, do anything but dispose her dead body.
Rishi drove again and went ahead. But seeing the police standing in the front, Rishi stopped the car.
There is police ahead.
Take U-turn.
Rishi took a U-turn on the deserted road. There was no noise in the car other than their deep breathing. Seeing the place empty, Rishi stopped the car. Prabhu and Vinod took out Seema's body and together they dug a deep pit, buried Seema's body in it and immediately left. All three were sweaty. That's when
Hey, whosoever phone it is, just pick it up.
It's not my phone.
Hey, not mine either.
Then whose phone is this?
Hey, it's Seema's phone.
Throw it out of the car.
Hey, who are you? Hey, are you okay? Priya, get up. Get up, Priya. Get up.
I want to go home. Take me home.
Yes, let's go.
picking up Priya, Rahul took her to his bike and he took her with him. Within a short time, Rahul reached her house with Priya. Priya got off from Rahul's bike and said thank you and started going inside.
Hey, listen. I can't take you inside right now, but we'll surely greet you some other day.
I'm in no hurry. You just take care of yourself. I'm going.
Rahul left from there. Priya went towards her house and rang the bell.
Papa?
If you enjoyed this video, do like, share and comment, and to be the first person to watch our videos, make sure to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for timely notifications.